Alright, so today we're going to explore how to make halftone lines here in Blender. This is going to be a 2D animation inspired from Ducky 3D, who also tried to create a lot of 2D animations here in Blender. Also, I managed to figure out how to transform images and videos in these halftone lines here in Blender. So if you want to check that out, you can go to my Patreon page. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Okay, so we're going to start with a plane. Press Shift plus A, let's go to the mesh and select the plane. We're going to leave it as a default. I'm going to go and click on the Z axis, so it's going to view it from the top. And then I'm going to split the viewport in half. And let's go and switch this to Geometry Node Editor. Press N, click on the new, delete the group input, and press Shift plus A and search for grid. Press Shift D to duplicate. And we're also going to search for instance on points. We're going to connect the mesh to point, and then the second mesh to instance, and then the instance to geometry. Let's go to versus XY, decrease this to 2. Now let's go to the first grid size, select both, and I'm going to increase these guys, and I'm going to go with like 5. And then we're going to need to increase the vertices XY at the first grid. Let's go to the second grid size, X and Y. And if you decrease it, press and hold Shift and decrease it. And as you can see, it is going to scale down those rectangles. Then we're going to go and drop a delete geometry node in between. Let's go to the point, change it to instance. And then we're also going to search for image texture. And we're going to click on the open. And now you can go and import your logo. Make sure that the logo is black and it has white background and click open. Now we're going to connect the color to the selection and the delete geometry. So here, as you can see, it is going to repeat the logo, and instead of repeat, we're going to change this to clip. Now we're going to need to transform the logo. So for that, we're going to search for a vector math. Place it here, press Shift plus D to duplicate, connect the vector to vector, vector to vector, and then we're also going to search for position. Place it next to it. Connect the position to vector. So here what we need to do is scale up the logo. So let's go to the first vector math and change up the add and select the scale. And with the scale, you can scale up the logo and it's going to make it bigger, but it's going to scale it outside. So we're going to go here to the first vector math and here you can position it. So we're going to position it on the left and down. We're going to bring this down here. 2.5, 2.5, and now you can scale it more. I'm going to press Shift and scale it that way. So it's going to look something like this. What we're going to need to do is add a noise texture and some more nodes. So let's go and press Shift plus A. First, we're going to search for Combine XYZ. Place it here. Search for Map Range. Place it next to it. I can place it here. And how about place for Noise Texture? And place it next to it. We're going to connect the factor to the value. Connect the result to the X, and the vector we're going to connect to the scale at the instance on points. And in order to make this work, we're going to go to the Combine XYZ and let's go to the YZ, select both. Now we're going to go to the Map Range and Noise Texture. And then here you can customize this effect as much as you want. You can make it thinner or thicker. In my situation, I'm going to go with 0.3. Let's go to the front max. And then if you decrease it, it is going to customize the thickest rectangles. And let's go to min. So you can customize these settings as best as you like. Right now, I'm just going to leave this as it is. And then let's go here to the noise texture. And I'm going to need to decrease this noise texture. So it is going to create a bigger effect that way. Yeah, so we got like all kind of possibilities in here. We're going to switch the 3D to 4D. And with the W, you can actually animate this. So what we're going to need to do here is let's go here to the timeline and I'm going to bring this to 0 frame and frame probably going to go with 120. And then let's go here to the W, press the letter I, and then I'm going to bring this guy all the way out to the 120th frame. And all you need to do is just increase this guy, increase the value, probably going to try it out somewhere around 7.5. And you're going to need to press the I again. So it's going to finish the keyframing. I'm going to bring this back, hit play, and now it's going to do its magic. And now I'm going to go and activate the renderer. And here I'm going to go with just the EV. Now let's go and select the logo. And let's go and add a set material here. Place it in between. Let's go to materials, create a new one. And instead of surface, we're going to change this to emission. I'm also going to increase the strength to 5. Now let's go to the set material here, and we're going to switch this to material 1 that we just created. And about this, you can change up the background at the world. Let's go to color and switch it to black. And about this, hit play, and it's going to look something like this. But in my situation, I'm also going to tweak this a little bit more. So let's go back to the grid, and I'm going to increase the size to 7. Size Y is going to be in 10. And then we're going to go to the grid number 2, and we're going to go to the size Y and increase that. So it's going to stretch it out. I'm going to press and hold Shift. And also let's bring up the vertices here to make it dense. Yeah, something like this. And then if you want to tweak this more, you can go here to the map range and just play around with the settings to get some better results. Let's go ahead and hit play, and it looks something like this. Thanks for watching.